Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of KIIFB module. Hope you were able to go through the part 1 video of DPR. Now we can go through further topics in DPR. Our next part of DPR starts with a very important element, site surveys and investigations. Ocular or reconnaissance survey. The consultant shall carry out an ocular or reconnaissance survey of the project site and the surrounding to understand the presence of various physical features, external and internal infrastructure facilities available at site and off-site, and all shall be documented in this section. Topographical survey. Analysis of the topographical survey of the entire site area. Level of detailing for the survey work will depend on the type of the project and site condition. Soil investigation. Analysis of soil investigation or soil test report for all architectural and detailed engineering works. Hydrogeological study. Analysis of hydrogeological survey report of the project area as required for engineering design calculations. Primary surveys. Analysis of the data from primary survey depending upon the need of the project. The next component in DPR we are discussing in this platform is functional design. This section should present an analysis of different options available to achieve the objective, and the reasons for selecting the proposed option should be substantiated. The functional design of the project is mainly achieved through field study and documentation using existing information and specification from various standards. The building shall be designed with a view to achieve maximum utility. The building shall preferably be one which demands minimum land acquisition. The field study shall also include demand surveys, and it should be prepared based on the relevant guidelines of the National Building Code of India (NBC) 2016. The next component in DPR we discuss in this platform is engineering design. This section should elaborate the technology choices, structural aspects, foundation options, and evaluation of the technology option, as well as the basis for the technology for the proposed project. Detailed description of site including topographical and geotechnical investigations adequate to choose the suitable foundation shall be furnished. The structural layout shall be so planned that the viability of adopting state-of-the-art large span arrangements like flat slab, grid floor slab, ribbed slab, pre-stressed panels, etc. shall be explored with a view to bring in maximum utility, aesthetics, economy, etc. The preliminary design for a typical building project shall consist of architectural drawings of the proposed buildings, including floor plans, elevations, sections, site plans, etc., conforming to the guidelines laid down in the relevant building bylaws and manuals. New innovations like green building concept may be incorporated in the design of the buildings. Next component in DPR we discuss in this platform is financial estimates and cost projections. This section should focus on the cost estimates, budget for the project, means of financing and phase of expenditure. Cost estimates have to be worked out on the basis of detailed bill of quantities with detailed measurements of length, breadth and depth or height for each item, using the current schedule of rates of the state government price or relevant SOR as applicable. Applicable taxes, contingencies, investigation charges including any O&M cost for a specific period shall be clearly specified. Lump sum provisions for land acquisition, if any, shall be explained in detail. Next is revenue streams. Options for cost recovery, if any, should be explored. Innovative ideas for additional revenue generation may be indicated. Check out the next component of the DPR, cost-benefit analysis and investment criteria. Cost-benefit analysis (CBA) is a technique whereby the cost of and benefits from a scheme are quantified over a selected time horizon and evaluated by a common yardstick. Cost-benefit ratio CBR, benefit to cost ratio, EIRR, economic internal rate of return, etc., shall be worked out in detail with all supporting data. The project cash flow projections for the life cycle along with underlying assumptions have to be presented. Let's move on to the next component of a DPR, risk assessment and mitigation measures. For those projects which involve large capital outlay and various issues relating to land acquisition, environmental aspects, a detailed and systematic risk analysis may be resorted. Identification and assessment of implementation risks which can lead to time overrun, cost escalation, scope reduction, etc. is the primary stage in risk assessment. Risk analysis could include legal or contractual risks, environmental risks, revenue risks, project management risks, regulatory risks, etc. The mitigation plans including risk avoidance, risk transfer and risk elimination are to be well analyzed and documented. For complex projects with multiple risk profiles, numerical modeling and simulation may be adopted. Moving on to the next element of a DPR, project management organization. Responsibilities of different agencies for project management of the said project should be elaborated. The organization structure at various levels, human resource requirements as well as monitoring arrangements should be clearly spelled out. Management arrangements refer to the institutional structures and mechanisms that would be set up for ensuring effective project management. The involvement of external consultant, if any, shall be documented. Next element in DPR preparation is about contract management strategy. Contracting methodology for the execution of the project should be specified in detail. Item rate, lump sum, design and execute, EPC, etc. The system followed in the bidding document and manuals of reference, etc. shall be explained, PWD, CPWD, FIDIC, etc. Any variation proposed from the current practices acceptable under Government of Kerala, arbitration, escalation, etc. in the system due to any specific technical aspects associated with the project need to be explained with justification. Any contract clause which may likely to lead to additional financial liability shall be identified and reported with suggestions to overcome such issues. Moving on to the next element, implementation schedule and WBS. The time-bound work schedule is an important part of every project because it helps in better handling of projects in planning, implementation, etc. This section should indicate the proposed zero date of commencement and also provide a bar chart or project schedule wherever relevant. Phasing of project activities, proposed contract packages and schedule of implementation for each phase. Identify critical dependencies in the project and expected timelines for completion of key milestones and associated process indicators for the same. The DPR should provide a time-bound action plan including tendering, appointment of contractors, construction schedule, quality assurance and quality control and post-construction activities including project delivery. Next one is very essential for any infrastructure development projects to initiate the execution process. This section should elaborate the statutory clearances to be obtained from the various authorities. Statutory approvals as per bylaws, master plan, fire safety norms, environmental clearances, etc. as applicable for the project are to be taken. Next is quality management plan. The DPR shall include information relating to the institution to be engaged in the quality assurance and quality control of the project execution. Methodology to be adopted to ensure the quality of construction should be clearly mentioned in the report. Quality management plan including the internal inspection and testing procedure shall be documented. third-party quality control mechanism. If adopted, its structure and plan shall be specified in detail. Moving on, let's go through the next element that is to be provided during submission of a DPR. Operations and Maintenance Plan. The DPR shall include information relating to the institution to be engaged in the O&M of the created infrastructure assets or enhanced infrastructure assets. Brief description or analysis of the key issues and obstacles in regard to O&M, including billing and collection issues, and proposed countermeasures to overcome them for the project should be contained. Periodical requirement of funds for operation and maintenance of assets should also be included in the report. Now, last and final component is annexures to be attached with the DPR. Please keep in mind that the annexures vary across sectors. We need to submit the following documents along with the DPR: key map of the project location, approved architectural drawing, detailed estimate, geotechnical investigation report, hydrological investigation report, topographical investigation report, copies of statutory approvals. Thank you for watching the video. You can download the entire content discussed in this video and take a quiz to review the lessons learned by clicking the link below. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.